Football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Steelers and the Bengals. All that and more coming up next.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and this is Paycor Stadium in downtown Cincinnati, Ohio. Today, we continue with a terrific matchup in the divisional round. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals. So glad you're having us in for this divisional round matchup. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. Partner, playing in front of the home crowd. That is something you get when you're the #1 seed. A week off to prepare. Now a playoff game in your building. It's that age-old question. What do you think? Rest versus rust?
You know, I think if you ask the coaches, Mike, they would kind of go back.
The winner moves on to the AFC Championship game. This should be some battle. Off we go here in the divisional round. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Cincinnati offense set to take over for the first time. And they're led by the #1 overall pick in 2021, national champion at LSU, it's Joe Burrow.
Mike, I was watching the news this morning, and people were tailgating before the sun even came up. I mean, these fans have been waiting for this one since the moment they clinched home field advantage. That excitement, it's translated into a ridiculous hostile environment. I mean, it's clear the support of this entire city right now falls behind this team, and with that comes a lot of pressure. If he's going to lead his team to the championship game, he has to stay level-headed through this chaos, because if he's able to do that here, I really like their chances of playing next Sunday.
And the defense there to meet them. They'll hold them to 2 and bring up third down.
A gain of 2 on the play brings up 3rd and 4.
Burrow from out of the gun here on third down. That's his first grab of this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the first down as well.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
Here's the free agent signee from Indy. It's Zach Moss. And he proves tough to bring down. Good running across midfield. A gain of 8 that time.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now a second down throw for Burrow. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
That's good for a Bengals first down.
There's a run out of the gun with Moss. He's going nowhere, losing yardage on that play.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple, and it sets up third down.
A gain of 2 makes it 3rd and 11.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sit and duck for this pass rush.
And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. The Steeler offense ready to take the field for the first time. They're led by their quarterback out of Ohio State, first-round pick Justin Fields.
Winning in the wild card round, certainly an accomplishment that this team should be proud of. But, Mike, if he wants to take his team to the championship round next week, he's going to have to lead by example and play a mistake-free game against a team known for capitalizing on their opponent's mistakes. Yes, you have to be aggressive. You have to be willing to take some risks. But those risks have to be calculated, because if you get reckless against this group, you're going to be flying home. And you're going to get ready for the offseason.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Quarterback's having a hard time establishing any sort of rhythm here early against this defense. He fails to connect on the first down pass. They give him another opportunity through the air on second, and it gets even worse. If they can't protect the quarterback and they can't get him some easy completions, it just makes everything for this play caller that much more difficult.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Throwing is Fields. Trying to set up the screen, but it is not there. He just had to spike it. It's incomplete, and it'll bring up 4th down. So the Steelers ready to kick this one skyward, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Bengals offense ready to see the football for the second time. They'll start with a short field, looking for the first points of this contest, and they'll begin 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Throw across his body is complete, and they'll take this down inside the 35.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
They go play action for Burrow. He's going to tuck it and go. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
He tosses over the middle. This one is caught, and that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Burrow here on 2nd down. He pulls it in around the 5. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing. They'll throw here on 3rd and short. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. Joey Porter Jr. got a hand in there and made the play. Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Now, Burrow. He's going to be very close. It depends on the mark. But he is short. They've held him on 4th down.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. They'll run. This is Jaylen Warren. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Fields. That one is caught by Quez Watkins. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Pittsburgh.
On 1st and 10, it's Warren. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Back to throw is Fields. He'll find his big target, Pat Freiermuth.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains. You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
A fair catch here. Called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. Heading out now, the Cincinnati offense. They're going to get set to take over once more. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. Burrow now. He'll spot Higgins, who makes the grab. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. 2nd down and 8.
At the 35-yard line.
Here's Moss. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
This offense has to be thrilled, Mike, with the success they've had here on the ground in this opening quarter. Now as the rest of the game unfolds, everything in the game plan continues to open up.
Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start.
Still 1st down.
So, a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. A run with Edwards-Helaire. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard. Here's 2nd and 6. Looks like movement over there on the left side, and the flag is down.
Ball start. Offense.
2nd down. Burrow. A quick throw. That's complete on the slant. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9, and 3rd down coming up.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
They bring Chase in motion. They'll try and throw for it on 3rd. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Mika Fitzpatrick. And he is going to score a pick 6 for the touchdown. And the defense comes up with the first points of this one. It is a pick 6 to make it a 6-0 lead.
And Mike, we talked all week which offense was going to be able to strike first and play with the lead. Well, the defense, they had other plans. They're able to put the first points on the board by capitalizing with that pick 6.
Chris Boswell on for the point after. The kick is good. And the Steelers are out to a 7-0 lead here in this divisional playoff matchup. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Bengals offense make their way out to take over once more. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. They bring Chase in motion. Burrow now to throw on 1st down. He keeps it himself.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
On the toss, they give it to Moss. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. They'll come up to 3rd and 3.
3rd down and 4.
One quarter in the books in this AFC Divisional playoff. It's the Steelers with the early lead. Greg and I back here in Cincinnati after this. Third down, 3 to go. Throwing is Burrow. That's into the hands of Gesicki. He's got it. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
So just think, a couple minutes ago, we see a pick 6. The last thing you want to do is the next time you step in the huddle is go 3 and out. So that's a big conversion. Now they got to find a way to get some of this momentum back, go down and get some points, and let everybody move past that pick 6 we saw on the last possession.
On 1st and 10, Burrow. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that could all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
A first down throw for Burrow. His pass right side, and Higgins has the catch. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Gesicki, the man in motion. Burrow. Quick throw, taken in. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. 1st and 10.
That's another Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 25.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. He'll get this complete. It's Moss. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
At the 24-yard line.
To throw is Burrow. There's that man again, another catch.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Taking off, he'll try to get there. And Burrow not going to take any chances. Slides to a stop after picking up the first down.
Another Cincinnati Bengals. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
He'll look to throw. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain. Another shot at it from the 9. 2nd down and goal. Here's a handoff to Moss. And he's going to have just a couple here, but there is a marker on the field as well.
Offense.
The task a bit tougher as they face 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. But he can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Burrow. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
You can tell what the decision is about how they want to approach 4th down by what they call on 3rd down. If that was a run play, then you can bet they were going to go for it on 4th. But because it was a pass, and then they take a sack, I think this coach on 4th down is leaning towards settling for 3.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Steelers offense ready to get back at it. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Warren. Up the sideline to the 40. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick 1st down.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
And he will go all the way. George Pickens. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Boswell now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Steelers extend their advantage to 14-3.
Bengals 3.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Bengals offense back onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Burrow. No one open, he'll drop it to his running back. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Now this looks like a design run. He fumbled the football. And the defense has it. Boy, that hurts. He kept it. He was gaining yards there, but then turns it over. And the defense will take over.
I think that's one of those times, Mike, you'd love to see your quarterback just understand that it's over and get down. There's no need to take that hit, take that contact, and risk losing the ball. He already had a big gain, and now he turns the ball over, and the other offense gets their shot.
George Pickens and the Steelers offense heading back onto the field. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with 1st down. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. Off he goes. Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. The Bengals have got it.
Something these running back coaches preach all the time, Mike, is you can't sacrifice the ball for additional yardage, and I think we had a case of that going here. I love the effort. I love the fight, but it can't come at the expense of the ball. Everything in football is about protecting the ball itself, and in this case, just a little bit too loose with it. They're able to pop it loose, and that's a big turnover.
The Bengals offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They can get back into this quickly now. Very short field ahead. It is 1st and 10. That's complete. Jermaine Burton. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. 2nd down and 3.
At the 30-yard line.
Burrow to throw. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker, and that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
Brings up 4th and 1.
They'll try it now with Moss. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on 4th down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Warren to start the drive. And he's shedding tacklers left and right, winding his way for a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. Now whistles here, and a penalty. Looks like somebody moved early up front. On the handoff, this is Warren. He makes one man miss, but stopped quickly as they hold him to a gain of 1. Here comes 3rd and 6. Oh, now flags come in. Looks like movement up front, and 3rd down just became a lot tougher. So after the 5 yards are walked off, they face 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Fields. That's caught right side. It's Freiermuth. It's a pickup of 13 yards. That's a Steeler 1st down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on 3rd down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
1st down. Fields. He'll go right back to Freiermuth. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9.
At the 41-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Warren. And he'll take this ahead to the 43-yard line. Chris Jenkins there on the tackle. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Here's Fields. He'll try to run for it. A terrific run there, all the way down to the 30-yard line.
And this is when it just gets very frustrating as a defense, because this is what it's been like all day. The pass rush is good, but just not quite good enough. They let him slip through, and he burns them with big yardage.
A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it right here with Warren. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him, take him down behind the line.
Now, there hasn't been a whole lot for this crowd to be excited about on either side of the ball, but at least now the defense is trying to be that spark. Nice tackle for loss there. Can they do something to build upon to try to get this team going?
Fields from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Roman Wilson was the intended target. And that's going to lead to a 4th down. Here comes Chris Boswell to try a field goal. This will be a 48-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the 1st half.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
The home team's offense getting set to get back to work. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. Now, Burrow. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. 2nd and 7. Now, Burrow. That's caught left side by Burton. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. Here's Brad Robbins now, and he is hoping to improve on his first attempt. Here's Austin to return. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Steelers offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. And that one's incomplete, but a late flag comes in. Looked like he might have gotten there early. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw is Fields. Here's a screen set up for Warren. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go until halftime. Fields now to throw on 1st down. That's over the middle and taken in by Freiermuth. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
On 1st and 10, Fields. And this ball's going to be incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Now Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their second, and it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this first half. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He'll try and get there on the ground. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the 1st down. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. Here comes Chris Boswell to try a field goal. This from 45 yards away. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Steelers is going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
At their own 30-yard line.
On 1st down, Burrow. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. One of these two teams is going to move on to the conference championship. We'll get it back to you two in just a moment. We'll get started out at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. The Chiefs are able to finish strong, and they are a top contender for a Super Bowl title as they wind up at 14-3 on the year. Meanwhile, in our game, we've got 1 half remaining to find out who goes on to the AFC title game. And to bring it your way, let's hand it back over to Mike Tirico.
Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. It's a return. Here comes Calvin Austin. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense and their running back, Jaylen Warren, set to take over once more. And he's had trouble getting on track in this one. Really limited space to find an opening. The defensive front stopping him multiple times. Generally, he has not been a big factor in this game to this point. Off the play action, here's Fields. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump?
Infraction, defense. Still second down.
Now Warren. Can he get away? No, he's taken down behind the line. Good job by the defense with a negative play. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Fields to throw. He'll tuck it and take off.
Justin Fields on the scramble.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
Steelers getting ready to put this one away. A fair catch called for and made just beyond their own 15. Out comes Joe Burrow and the Bengals offense to take over once more. And he has had all sorts of trouble in this one. Your quarterback has to take care of the ball, and he has not. Turning it over in the air, turning it over as a fumbler. You just cannot win football games in this league when the quarterback's giving the defense the ball, and that's what he's done in this one. They'll start this on the ground with Moss. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 20-yard line.
Now a 2nd down throw for Burrow. There's that man again. Another catch.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. 11 yards on the pass there. And the Bengals gonna have a 1st down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
They'll mark them down up at the 44-yard line.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it, but he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the 1st down.
And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Now someone up front moves early. Can't continue to make these mistakes if you're trying to mount a big comeback. They get the 1st-round pick out of Georgia, Amarius Mims. 2nd down, Burrow. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need, but really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch. Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Burrow here on 2nd down. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down. Gesicki, the man in motion. Going up top. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. The Bengals ready to punt this one away. That's going to be out of bounds, no return, and the drive's going to start from just inside the 20-yard line. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. The lead is 17 as they try to maybe pull away in this one. It is 1st and 10. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9, just a yard short of that first down. 2nd and a yard. To throw is Fields. That's caught. It's Roman Wilson. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
Big first down pickup there by Roman Wilson. And remember the last time we saw him play in a live game, Mike? It was that Rose Bowl. He had a great year for national champions, Michigan Wolverines. Led him in catches, yards, receiving touchdowns. And this is a guy that not only can get downfield and make big plays, but even on underneath throws, he is very good with the ball in his hands after the catch.
A run up the middle with Warren. And a short pickup, too, about the 42-yard line.
He's brought down at the 22-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
2nd down, it's Fields. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Working out of the gun, Burrow. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
When it starts bad, it has a funny way of ending up getting worse, and I don't think that could be any more true than it is right now. They're already down by multiple possessions, and after that start to this drive with the sack, they find themselves once again in a massive hole.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They bring Chase in motion. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He's got Gesicki open down the field. This has been bizarre. From 2nd and a mile, a huge gain, but still short of a 1st down. Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up a 1st down.
And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
And he's able to find a crease, get ahead for 7. He'll bring up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Burrow now. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. The Bengals out and ready to punt, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. A fair catch signaled and taken at about the 18-yard line. The Steelers offense ready to see what they can do. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll run straight ahead with Warren. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. That's into the hands of his receiver, Watkins. And he's going to have a 1st down. He's forced out. Nice pickup of 9.
And the Steelers first down.
From the shotgun, it's Fields. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, Warren. Crazy. And drawing some oohs and ahs from the crowd, sidestepping his way. Nifty gain of 9 there. 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run it here with Warren.
Illegal blocking the ball. Offense.
That's the rookie 1st-round pick, Troy Fautanu. Fields. He's trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not, and be taken down there.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front, because right now, their pass protection is breaking down, and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The home team's offense ready to get back at him. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. Burrow. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Throwing is Burrow. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. 2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. Burrow. That's to his big tight end, Gesicki. Nice job there defensively to keep him in front of the marker. It's going to bring up 4th down.
I think in this field position, Mike, when 4th and short, I think you got to go for it. I think there's at least a conversation going on the sideline about whether you keep your offense on the field or send out your punt unit.
And he'll get something there on the return, able to take this back to the 20-yard line. The visitors' offense and their running back set to go once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Warren. And he'll work this out to the 23. Jermaine Pratt up to make the stop.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll stay on the ground with Warren. They converge on him quickly. He'll only get a couple. It is Logan Wilson up to make the play. Here's a 3rd down and 4. One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Throwing is Fields. Trying to set up the screen, but it is not there. He just had to spike it. It's incomplete, and it'll bring up 4th down. Punt team out, ready to send this one away, as they are forced to kick for the 6th time today. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. Now, following the punt return, we have an injured player on the field. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. On 1st and 10, Burrow. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
That's good for the Cincinnati Bengals.
To throw is Burrow. The coverage too strong that time. The ball batted away and incomplete.
The coverage by Joey Porter Jr.
2nd down throw for Burrow. Quick throw here is complete. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
That's good for a Bengals 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Burrow now to throw on 1st down. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Back to throw, Burrow. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
On 1st down, Burrow. He'll get this complete. It's Moss. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
At the 25-yard line.
To throw is Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Burrow to throw. He's going to keep it himself.
Joe Burrow scrambles from the pocket.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
So now they'll send out Evan McPherson for this field goal try. This a 42-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bengals are back within 2 scores.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The visitors' offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. And that'll be batted down.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete. Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short gain.
It's a gain of 12 there. Good for a Steeler first down.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
Once again, it's Warren. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Back to throw is Fields. That taken in by Connor Hayward. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
Offense.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Here's Warren. Nice gain on first down, but the penalty flags come in. And the question now, will the play stand? A carry here for Warren. He'll get a couple of yards back, but it will be 2nd and long.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line brings up 2nd down.
Now Fields. That's taken in by the running back, Piron.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
On 4th down, out comes the punter as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. And great coverage on special teams. They'll mark it down inside the 5-yard line. The Bengals offense ready to go as we give you a look at the current playoff race. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. A run with Moss to begin the drive. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 3-yard line.
2nd down, Burrow. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
A run over center with Moss.
Ball carrier. Peyton Wilson on the stop. A 4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow.
So the key to this fourth down stop defensively was their ability to flush the quarterback out of the pocket. Anytime you can do that, you shrink the field, you limit the quarterback's options, and in this case, he can't find anyone, and ultimately, he goes down for a huge fourth down stop.
The visitors' offense about ready to take over once more. And now, following the desperation turnover on downs, they're going to start with it first and goal. Fields to throw. That is caught, and he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. From a little closer, here's second and goal. Fields. This is caught toward the side of the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
On for the extra point is Boswell. The kick is good. And the Steelers will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Boswell now, following the touchdown, back out to kick this one off. He'll start at the 4. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. From the 25, they'll go to work. First and 10. Gesicki, the man in motion. A first down throw for Burrow. There's that man again. Another catch. Here's second and 2. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Working out of the gun, Burrow. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. So, from the 36, it is first and 10. Burrow. He's going to tuck it and go. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way. Gesicki, the man in motion. Burrow here on second down. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up third.
Burrow from out of the gun here on third down. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. Throwing is Burrow. And he's going to be hit and taken down. They got him with a big-time rush, and it will lead to a turnover on downs.
You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
The visitors' offense and quarterback Justin Fields make their way back out. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position, instrumental in leading and executing, and now trying to finish strong and take his team to the finish line. First and 10 now from the 36. Now a give to Warren, running right. Not a lot on that one. He'll take it down to the 36. Here's a second and 9. Two minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. On the handoff, this is Warren. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. First down away to the 26-yard line. And here's third down. From the shotgun, it's Fields. In trouble, and down he goes.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
And now the punting unit will come on, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. Heading out now, the Cincinnati offense. They're going to get set to take over once more. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast, and right now they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
To the left side, caught by Chase. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. 2 first downs, and they're at the 46 now. It's 1st and 10. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down. Now, Burrow. Taken in by Gesicki. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8. Burrow. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.